in the comments as well. So take a little look at that. So some of you might know, some of you might not know, I've been in Forever now for 17 years. I got started very, very slowly. It took me 2 years to get to manager. Recruiting has never been a massive thing for me. So I actually got to number 2 in the world with a company, and my stats on recruiting are just 2 per month. So it's not about recruiting loads and loads. What it is about is working with the people you recruit. However, for an incentive like this, you know, the more we recruit, the quicker, the more chance we've got to do that 45cc. So it's all about your mindset. And, you know, 98% of success in business is down to what we are saying to ourselves. So you need to have a little talk to yourself. You need to get up each morning. You need to look in the mirror and you need to say, people are lucky to hear from me today. Because if we're going to have the same old mindset of maybe people won't join us, then we're going to get the same old results. So have a little look and think, you know, who are you? What is your self-talk? We need to be looking on the right-hand side of the screen, not the negativity of the left-hand screen, because that talk is not going to help us. You know, when you say to yourself, you are going to buy, you've just ordered yourself a white Mercedes. Everywhere you go, you see those white Mercedes. So what we're telling ourselves is the result we're going to get. So if you are someone that's saying, I've ran out of people, rather than this opportunity is huge, then you're not going to be recruiting. No one wants to join me. People won't pay $199.75. I don't know enough people. Too many people are doing it. You know, none of this is true, because I wouldn't have got to where I have in Forever, and nor would the rest of the leaders. You know, 17 years of doing the same thing, sharing the same message. All it's about is talking to a lot of people, holding this opportunity high, because there's a lot of people hurting right now, a lot of people that would be excited for you to actually think of them, to reach out to them and to invite them to look at this incredible opportunity. Because you need to be saying to yourself, how lucky is this person that I'm about to invite them to a business presentation, invite them to sit down for a coffee with me and look at the opportunity. Everyone wants to join me. I'm meeting people all the time. How many lives will I change today? I am a recruitment magnet. So, you know, write some of these as the screensaver on your phone. Write them in front of your bathroom mirror, the ones that appeal to you, and just say them to yourself again and again every morning, because the way you start the day is the way you're going to go into the day. And we need to be sure and know our statistics. So when we're talking to people on our warm list, on our contact list, people that we know or people that know us, 1 in 10 are going to join us. So this is a great success rate, because these are the people that are going to be warmest to us, that are open to look at the opportunity. If we're doing cold market, we need to be talking to more people. It's 1 in 20 that are going to join us. And your stats are going to change dependent on the year. What I love about September is it's like January. You know, this is an amazing time, because people after the school holidays set all their new intentions. They haven't maybe hit their goals that they set in January, but the last quarter with kids going back to school is like a new year again. And how we set this end quarter is going to be how we go into 2024. So the opportunity right now is huge, and we need to work fast and furiously to get those people in. And your stats are going to change as well. How many people join you, dependent on whether you're sitting down in person with them, doing a one-to-one on Zoom, or sending out video links. You know, for me, it's about building up that rapport with people, which you can do more directly than sending out links. So I want you to take a look at this funnel on the right-hand side of the screen, and just think to yourself, you know, how many people have you got in that funnel? Because the more people you have in it, the more that are going to come through. What we want to have is, you know, sorry, that's gone too quickly. What we want to have is 20 to 35 people in that funnel to be able to get 2 to 4 to join each month. So it might be that right now, you've only got 2 or 3 people in the funnel. If you're not recruiting fast, it's because literally you've not got enough people looking at the business opportunity. So people that are in the funnel are people that you've had a really great conversation with. They're watching a video, you've sat down and shown the business opportunity with them. Maybe they've been along to one of our experience evenings and you're following them up. So they're in our business cycle. They might be our customers. They might have been on the C9. They might be in your customer group and they're getting experience of the products. Now, if we choose a number of people that we're committed to talk to for this incentive, we're going to fill that funnel up. For me personally, speaking to 5 new people per day, so inviting them to look at the business opportunity, getting them to watch a video, getting them to come to an experience night, getting them to speak to your upline, sitting down and doing a Zoom with them. If you speak to 5 a day, you're going to get 35 new people in your pipeline every single week. And I can promise you, if you're doing that every single day with consistency, you're going to be recruiting 2 to 3 people a month. So to get those 2 to 3 to drop through, we need 20 to 25 in that pipeline. So you need to think to yourself, what am I doing for my income generating activity? We can get busy doing pretty spreadsheets. We can get busy making our systems, but we need to be out there actively talking to people. So I want you to think of that your income generating activity is going to bring you case credits ultimately. So that's either through retail or it's through people joining your team. And for this incentive, obviously it's focusing on recruiting. So working your who do you know list, we can all revisit our who do you know list and contact 3 to 5 people a day if we're part-time. If you're wanting to really go for this incentive, then up those numbers, work it as a full-time job. And, we can all contact 10 people a day if we choose to, even if we're working around a full-time job ourselves. It's just prioritizing that time, getting up a bit earlier, going to bed a bit later, using your lunch hours and just making it your focus and your promise to yourself. Getting out carding, one of my favorite ways to do this quickly has always been at a train station at commuter hour, giving out 50 cards really, really quickly. You could be going around your local neighborhood. Contact marketing, never been one of my favorite activities because I'm actually really shy, but loads of people get great success with this. We're always out and about, and I will talk to people when it comes naturally and aim to get some numbers that way. But it's not one of my commitments because it's not something that I choose that I feel comfortable with. So what are you going to feel comfortable with? It might be advertising, using your social media contacts. We have free advertising on social media. Are we using it effectively? Are we adding people? Are we contacting people? Are we forming relationships? It might be putting posters out, in your village shop, in your village hall, at the local supermarket, putting those out. It might be doing tabletops. For me, again, that was one of my chosen activities, doing 2 to 3 events a week. You're always chatting to other people. It's a great way of sharing the business opportunity. Networking groups, again, this is something that I've always loved doing. And asking for referrals. Referrals are a great way to build your business because everybody knows somebody who wants to earn some extra money. It's just a matter of having the courage and the thought to say, this might not be for you, but can you recommend just one person that I could help right now? I just did that myself with the Shard Bin, with the event in London. On Wednesday, my best friend lives down in London, and I asked her, who does she know that's struggling right now? And she sent me a couple of friends to contact. So really spend the time revisiting your who do you know list. Use the memory joggers in your first steps to manager. Some people I'm sure maybe haven't even written their list yet. Go on to Google and Google how you can download your Facebook friends. You've got a list of people that know you straight away. Go through your mobile phone. and write everybody down. Your Instagram, your LinkedIn, whatever social platforms you're using, you've got literally loads and loads of people right there. You know, all of us as parents that are on WhatsApp groups at school, again, you've got contacts right there that you can share the business opportunity with. And choose how many people you're committed to speak to a day. And I think really for this incentive, we've got to be committed to speak to at least 5 people a day to build up the momentum to get at least your 2 assistant supervisors. But we need to be going for a lot more than that to make sure we get the 45cc new business. Literally work your list from top to bottom. Don't cherry pick thinking this person, that person. Work it from top to bottom, because you never know what's going on in someone else's life. You know, we can all prejudge people, but nobody knows what goes on in someone's home and how much they might be struggling right now. So I want you to work your who do you know list and think, each person that you're speaking to, what is your objective? Is this someone that straight away you're asking for a referral? So I knew my friend tonight, she's not open to the business opportunity. She's known me for my whole career of doing this. So I went straight in with, can she give me a referral? Are you going to be contacting someone from your who do you know list because you want to sit down with them for a coffee? You want to meet them on Zoom and say, I've got something really exciting to share with you. I've got something I want to share and I'm looking for referrals, whichever way you're going to do it, and share with them the business presentation. Are you going to contact someone from your who do you know list and say, look, I would love you to help me out. We've got a great incentive on at the moment. You're always my biggest cheerleader. Can you get a group of friends round so I can come and do a product launch? Because I can promise you, I did a product launch on Friday night with a new team member. There were 8 people in the room, and the result of that is 3 people interested in the business opportunity. So again, it is a great way to be building your contact list and sharing the business fast and furiously. Is it someone that you're literally just going to be sharing the products with? You're going to go around and drop an experience pack. Doing that, it's a great way to build a conversation with them, to tell them a little bit about the business opportunity and see if that leads to them wanting to find out a little bit more. But if not, you know, they will be a customer, and who knows, they may refer someone for the business opportunity. Or is it someone that you know is interested in a product, and that product, again, that person becomes a customer? Quite often our customers also become our team members. And, you know, we can show a customer how they can get a product at the wholesale price by getting a starter pack. So they're going to get a 30% discount for life, and there straight away is one of your assistant supervisors, and 2cc towards that 45cc we're looking for. So it's all about making a plan, and we need to, every Sunday night, or Monday it is now, so if you haven't done it yet, make it a Monday. We need to do a 7-day plan, because most people are doing this around full-time jobs, part-time jobs, families. You know, I'm sat here in my office now. I've got to go and run upstairs and put Phoebe to bed. I'm still in my gym kit down below because I am a multitasker. And that is how I've been working my business today, because I've had a lot of people I need to speak to about this opportunity. So I want you to make a plan and think to myself, right, who are my contacts I'm going to speak to? If you're committed to speak to 5 people a day, you're going to have 35 names on that list that you're going to be speaking to this week. Obviously, retail activity needs to be ongoing, because it's really important we do our 4cc to qualify for the event. You need to think, what 3 forms of activity, income producing activity, are you going to be picking? Is it carding? Is it contact marketing? Is it making sure you've got a couple of product launches in every single month? Obviously working your contact list, but pick those 3 forms of activity that you're going to do consistently on a daily basis. And doing this, we're all going to be getting out of our comfort zone. If you're not feeling scared every single day, then you need to ask yourself, you know, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough to be in London? And of course, you know, get your children to write their Christmas lists. Get your family to write their Christmas lists. Sit down and think, what do you want to be doing at Christmas? Maybe you haven't got children, but you want to be doing some amazing things, treating your family, because this income that you create through the London incentive is also going to be paying for Christmas for you. So I want you all to write down your recruitment goal right now. How many people are you going to be recruiting each month to be able to make sure you are there at London? And then break that down into how many people you're going to be speaking to each day. And you know that number you write down, you can't go to bed until you've ticked it off, because the only person you'll be letting down is you. And you don't want to see us all partying there and you thinking, I wish I'd tried a little bit harder, because you need to decide now, I'm going to be in London. I'm going to be there with them, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So I'm going to leave you with this slide for you to write your own job description. That is the job description that took me to number 2 in the world, working it consistently for 5 years. 5 years is what it took to change my life, to change my future, to set us up forever, if you excuse the pun. And that, gave me a minimum of 2 people per month. So up your numbers to do it quick. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not about recruiting tons of people. You just need a few and work with them on a daily basis, and then give them the time that they need to get their businesses up and running. I'm not quite sure why that says experience packs there, but success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every single day. I believe in each and every one of you, and I know that you can be in London. And I know, us all working together, building the momentum, being on this every couple of weeks is going to make sure that we are all there together. I'm handing back to you, Michael, now. Sorry for going super fast, but I know I only had 15 minutes and I wanted to get as much info across as possible.
We thank